System going live. Waiting for things to start receiving. YouTube says it's good. Twitch says it's good. We're live!
Sweet. Good thing the
well, Wally's live
and the lights are out.
Yeah, Wally's live. Buff is still loading in. Gotta change this thing up. Okay. All right. So, welcome back, everybody, to another stream. We had such success with the engine design here for propulsion in the last stream that we decided we'd come back and see if we could perfect it for this stream and actually make a vehicle that would work with it. So, here we are. Well, what are you building? Like, you're off in your own little world building something right now.
Mm-hmm. I had an idea. You see, last night you said that my design, my original spacing wouldn't work because the thrusters, the way they were spinning and the what is that motion? The circular style motion. There's a name for it.
Centripetal force?
Yes, the centripetal force was actually pulling the thruster off of the bearing.
Yep.
So I built this. It's not done, but it's done enough for me to show you if I can find it. It's in here somewhere, I promise. Unless it didn't save.
Just type in what you saved it as, search it.
How do I do that?
Right at the very top center of the bar.
Oh, shut up.
There's a nice little box that's typed in there that even says search.
I misspelled one, so I think one of them is wrong.
What is this monstrosity? You double-decked the engines? I was thinking about doing that today as well.
Yep, this is the Gyro Module 2.
Gyro Module 2.
Yep, my first one's Gyro Module 1. Now, to prevent the thrusters from stretching, I actually added wood blocks to prevent them from stretching. And I made it to where, huzzah, we can add more if needed.
Work?
I don't know. Haven't hooked it up to anything yet.
The wood blocks prevent from stretching unless you...
What's up, Ground Medic? And Trevette, of course.
Oh. Okay, so you've got thrusters connected to the inside.
Mm-hmm. Yep, to keep it in a perpetual motion. And then the outside thrusters provide...
For lift?
Yeah. So no matter what, so you know how the other day, are the thrusters actually inverted their direction?
Oh, I see what you're attempting to counteract. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. See, I still think, yeah, you've added these wood blocks, but it wasn't the thrusters themselves that were stretching, it was the bearings.
I know.
The structural support attached to the bearings was stretching.
Oh. Well, that's
so
also why I added...
you've created a heavier structural support to stretch is all. Okay. Well, yeah, I like it. I definitely want to weld it to the test frame and probably give it a spin. No pun intended. But in the meantime, I've got one to show you.
Okay.
So, take a look at this. Controls V2. So instead of binding them, sorry, they're right above you. Instead of binding them to forward and backward, right, on an engine base, I set them up to be button bound. So 1 will lower them down, 2 will lower them up.
Okay.
So this would allow us to maintain thruster control separate from our control dynamics that we already have established, such as in the Albatross. Okay. The control scheme of the Albatross is a good control scheme, right? And having to make it so that someone suddenly had to adjust the thrust level by using that control scheme on the WASD was kind of throwing a wrench in plans, right? But check this out. So you see how far You see how far away the wall is over here?
Yeah.
That's how far these thrusters will stretch.
Are you serious?
Yes.
3 blocks?
At max thrust from...
They will stretch 3 blocks.
Yes.
That is insane. They actually stretch 3 blocks.
Watch, if I put a bar here...
Okay, yep.
You hear the conflict.
I do.
And if I cut said bar... No conflict.
3, so I need to go out 1 more on mine.
But anyways, check this out. So,
okay.
Take this, chop that lovely thing. This platform's balanced. Hop on. Doesn't matter where. Check this out. This thing is so controllable. I'm gonna feather it down.
That was like a super smooth touch and go.
I haven't even touched. Yeah. Super, super easy to control. Easier than forward and backwards. Like, try it out. Try the button controls out for yourself. Number 1 is downward. Yeah. Number 2 is upward. Okay? How about that?
Wally, we are mad scientists, you know that?
They look cool too. Like, those engines just look cool. I love how the dust cones in underneath of them as well.
Alright, we've attained hover.
Yeah, we have.
And we're falling slightly. It doesn't hover for long.
Hello to everybody watching on Twitch as well, by the way. Glad to have you with us.
Yeah, it's still
second
really
stream that we've ever done on Twitch, so good to have the 3 of you guys with us. So yeah, all right. Set us down and oh boy.
Yeah, I did that kind of on purpose.
So, I thought that was pretty cool, and so I wanted to build a craft for it, right? Oh, they'll still invert. Like, there's enough clearance between these engines that they won't touch each other if you do the full circle with them. Give it a whirl. Like, put them into a full circle. They clear. Hey. Yep. It's as small as we can possibly make a 2-directional thrust pack.
I like how you refined my idea.
I love how we both had the same idea, though, to do that with the hell top. Okay, so Buff, that gave birth to this.
Oh, you built something again.
There's one problem. Its control matrix is kind of unbalanced and likes to dive forward and not handle quite properly. So we're gonna have to make it a little bigger.
Steering on it.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not gravity steering. It's it's suspension. So,
yeah.
But anyways, check this out. Watch this. I get a thruster so far out of whack, the whole system's dead, right?
Okay.
For the sake of pretend I get a thruster out of whack. right? We're going to go right like this. Okay. Thruster's out of whack. Would you please move that? Not me. It. Yes. Good, good. Check this out. This thing, with the pattern with the arms above the thruster packs like this, because, mind you, you're never going to want to fall you're never going to want to fall faster than, like, 0 thrust, right? You don't want to propel yourself into the ground.
Correct.
But, by having those arms above and backing the thrusters up, they auto-align. Because they impact, but they don't want to go higher than their impact mark, so they auto-align themselves.
That is sheer brilliance. You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, it's very subtle to try and do it. It doesn't want to work as well as you would hope. Oh boy.
You know.
Nope.
Trevette and Ground Medic both agree that we should make a helicopter.
I was thinking about that earlier too. If we made a big old Chinook pattern chopper, that would probably fly really well.
We could do a Chinook. Actually, let's take this idea and your refined variant of the idea that we had and make a Chinook.
Oh, we could.
What do you say? 3 thrusters per rotor blade?
No, you'd want to do 4.
Well, no. I'm saying it'll still have 4. It'll still be a cross, but 3 thrusters on each arm.
Yeah, probably
because it could allow for finer tuning.
Yeah, it could.
Plus, with all the weight that we're gonna end up having on here, because no doubt you're gonna probably build the thruster patterns and all the wiring, and you'll leave me to design of the chassis and everything else. So
maybe. I mean, we could do that, or to be honest, what I was thinking is, I don't know how to describe it. Think about like a big sort of a longer craft than it is wide, right? With 2 pods up front and 2 pods up in the back, okay? And the front pods are the ones that tip forward to drag the rear pods forward, and they turn to go side to side. So the back pods stay forever permanently in their place. Okay? But it's only the front pods that move the vehicle around and turn it.
Okay. What about, so imagine a front wheel drive, rear wheel steering.
Front wheel drive, rear wheel steering?
Yep. I'm using the drive concept. So the front 2 rotors would actuate forward for our thrust, and the back 2 rotors would actuate in a roll style manner to navigate our steering.
So almost like the exact opposite of what I was kind of thinking. Because I was thinking you just dip the front end to steer it. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm trying to take off. Don't want to take off this time. Didn't want to take off. Okay, word of the wise. It doesn't like taking off on non-flat ground.
I see that. That's an easy remedy, Wally.
Yeah, it just needs a really it just needs a 3rd thruster pod to stabilize it out. Is honestly all it needs. I think one of the biggest problems is my front and back rotation point is not centered. So, I don't know. It's going to take some work. Obviously, it's going to take some work because it doesn't like to take off in anything other than perfectly flat, which is very hard to achieve on a game with terrain. The end result is, it's a very rough takeoff. Come on. Come on. I got stuck on corn stalks, I think. Okay, well, we're just going to drag you back. What we're going to do. So, the Chinook is a possibility with this propulsion system, but I don't know, I kind of don't want to abandon the idea of like a Hornet or a Falcon at a Halo. We're getting some lag here. That's why we're getting some lag here, because you're activating the big bird. You're activating the big bird. What do you got for steering side to side now? Oh boy. You're taking a 2-pilot vessel off with 1 pilot, man! Aboard! Aboard! Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Alright. Bring us up. You've got balance. I may have the front and back, but you got the side to side. Ooh boy. Which is something I think we're going to have to change. Front and back, side to side, I think might have to be under 1 pilot with this control matrix.
Yeah.
Anyways, our pods are totally inverted now. Pods are totally inverted and out of alignment. This thing isn't flying. Long story short, it's coming in for a reset. Okay. So, what I have, front, back, and side to side. Side to side motions. And front, back motions. Cannot be bound together because... Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Okay, it's this engine right here. Needs to get tethered into that seat.
Whoa.
It's because I unhooked an engine, don't worry. Front, back, side to side. And what other control scheme did that seat control? It controlled thrust. Yeah.
But I can't angle our thrusters now unless they're hooked up to a button.
Oh, that's right, because as you press forward and backwards, you're going to angle the thrusters, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. That's an easy fix.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, what did you do? All of a sudden I just see wires spin.
Well, I was actually curious if the number pad works. And it does.
It does?
That was my answer. Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, okay. Alright, alright.
So this could actually be a very easy flight system for those of us with a number pad.
I've told you that before, I think.
Shut up.
Okay, as of now, I have downward and upward thrust, and the button control for said thrust is now mine. So you have front, back, side to side control.
Okay.
And I have pitch and steering? Yeah, I got pitch and steering. You got front, back, side, side. This should work. Statements like it should work are often shortly followed by
oh god, there's
screaming.
A lot of comments I need to catch up on. Hold on.
Really? I think you might need to monitor the Twitch comments then. Because there ain't near the amount of Twitch comments.
But Dragon Gaming's giving us a bunch of smiley faces and whatnot. He's just laughing.
You and that hand, man. Maybe someday. Maybe someday we'll get to a hand, but yeah, I like what Trevette says. What's up with you and hands, man?
Hand fetish?
Maybe. Maybe. All right. Well, here goes nothing, Buff.
Okay. Easy on the thrust, Wally.
I'm not meaning to! Oh, dang it, I was going the wrong way. I was going the wrong way for the thrust patterns. Now I gotta give it some thrust.
Yeah, we are having issues with Did we really just do this?
I think it totally impaled on an engine pod. Didn't I say that was going to happen yesterday? It was going to impale itself, or 2 days ago.
We impaled on 2 engine pods.
We impaled on 2 engine pods? No, we're stuck under 1 engine pod. There we go! Now we have power! Oh my god, it's salvaged! But the pods are so out of alignment.
Alright, turn it on, see what it does.
Alright, let's do this! I'm gonna max some pods, baby! Oh, we got 1 pod jammed! It has no spin! Okay, this is a horrible creation. This was a horrible prototype. A horrible prototype, but I think it does sum up exactly what we have to do with this. This is a flight system that needs to be a 1-pilot control.
It really can be.
It needs to be, I think. It doesn't need the same prerequisites as the Albatross does.
It doesn't, because it has a completely different thrust system.
Yeah, thrust is totally different on this.
Because it's not thrust, it's a hover system, more or less.
So here's what I want to do, though. I want to take...
Dragon Gaming asks if he can join, and yes, the hand.
Yes, the hand.
That thing is a daddy long-legged spider that flies.
Oh, Buff! Here I am trying to wire stuff, and you just knock me out of the way for wiring. Okay. Would you... Now you're doing it on purpose. Oh, okay, I swear. Someone's asking to get throat punched. Oh my god. I swear to God, Buff. I don't hit women, but your little female toon will be bruised and battered. Okay. Here we go. I'm hoping. You son of a... I couldn't figure it out for half a second. It took a little longer than it should have. Okay, here we go. I've got an idea for the flight control, and I'm tweaking it right now. And it turns out your gyropods are going to be useful for this. Okay, let's fly this thing. Got an idea.
Those gyropods are actually very ineffective because they only have a 2 gap, whereas you proved it has a 3.
Don't care. Don't care.
All right.
We can do this. Well, no.
Did you reset it?
Your things were built with a 2 gap, but remember we scooted all the engines in 1.
Right.
Yeah, it's reset.
Okay. Well, I did it again just in case.
All right, let's do it. Now it's going to handle a little different. You only have steering and whatnot in the front. You only have balance.
Okay.
Well, technically it's just balance now. It isn't even steering.
Okay.
So, here goes. That's the wrong button to press. And that one's already been knocked asunder. Okay. Rear pod's been misaligned.
Yeah, I see it.
Which means I'm going to go like this for that thing's alignment.
Yeah, I was just wondering why you didn't hook it up to one of those.
Because I figured a motor would do the trick as well. Needless to say, it did not. I love how the engines are still technically rotating. You realize that?
Yeah.
They're still just free-falling. Still just a free-falling.
What, medic? What, ground medic? What's up?
All right, Buff. Here we go.
Hold on. We're waiting on a comment.
We're waiting on a comment.
Yep.
Comments.
Yep. Ground medic said, Buff, Buff, Buff.
I see that.
So I'm standing here waiting.
And I'm sitting here waiting.
Holy crapola.
What?
They did a thing.
What do you mean they did a thing?
They did a thing.
What do you mean they did a thing?
YouTube did a thing.
What?
YouTube did a thing.
Speak up, man. I don't understand.
They added buttons.
What do you mean?
Exactly. Awkward silence. Let's do that.
What do you mean they added buttons?
They added buttons. They added the play, add, create, highlight, and change thumbnail button underneath of the video.
Well, the play ad is new.
Yeah, I know. I clicked it because
The
we're
change
waiting.
thumbnail is not new, and the create highlight is not new.
Dragon asks again, can we join the game?
Hey!
Wally, what do you say?
Hello from Twitch. No, we aren't gonna, because we're trying to make this thing fly for right now. We aren't having anybody in.
Okay. You know, we haven't let anybody in one of our games in a while.
Yeah, not for a while. Well, generally when we do, it just turns into chaos. More so than it already is.
All right. Well, I don't know if Ground Medic's typing anything, so let's do our business.
All right. Sounds good. I'm making a slight modification to the flight control system. I'm making a flight control system change. That's another.
Sounds good to me.
That's another Wally-cabulary.
Wally-cabulary.
Wally-cabulary. Yes.
Please tell me that's not going to be suspension.
Yes. But
You're
it's
just making this thing even more uncontrollable.
I'm not. I'm giving it leveling, because right now it doesn't have leveling.
But Dragon Gaming says, but I know how.
I get that he knows how to make a hand. He's probably made a hand in his own world.
Why are you assuming he means a hand?
Because that's all he recommends to us.
Fair point. You're right. Just go ahead and add wheels while you're at it.
How would I add wheels? This thing is not supposed to be on the ground. It's too much fun, dude. Just look it up. Look it up.
Wow, Wally. No, I kind of figured that's what you meant, Dragon. But no.
Uh-oh. Right. All of these have to be...
Wally.
Swap this one.
Dragon is insisting that he knows how to make our majigger work.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Buff. Flight system's ready. Ready?
Yes.
Hey, Joe. Joe82. I'm going to call you Joe82. Don't worry about your bad English, buddy. Trust me, my spelling, English is my first language, and I'm still not a very good speller. So you never got to apologize for that.
Wally, you were better at spelling in kindergarten.
I probably was. Words were simpler then. All right, Buff, you ready?
I'm ready. Too much.
Just in that front back control. We're going to get rid of that control because you technically have the steering control. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
You didn't reset it, Wally. I'm all over the place.
Oh?
Yeah.
I just reset it, dude, because I moved us back to the pad.
You didn't reset it after you rewired things.
I just moved it back to the pad before I launched.
Dragon says, try making a smaller one. It'd work better.
Very possible. But since when have you and I ever made anything small? Do I need to pull out the albatross?
I can do it.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Just your front ones have pitch controls, remember? So if you tip us forward, they should drag us forward. And I should be able to balance. Nope, because we're going to... The back thrusters are going to stay too powerful. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. All right. Here we go. So we need to be able to tip the back thrusters as well. So that means we got to hook those back up to this engine. Yes. Okay.
God damn it, Trevette.
What is he going on about now?
In reference to Dragon's make it smaller, Trevette said Wally likes it big. And Dragon Gaming's like, gay?
Oh, I love our community.
I know.
Nothing but a bunch of little assholes. Okay, here we go. You should have forward-backward pitch control now. Except for the fact that one of them is inverted. Just thought of that as you went to do that. There's a block missing out of the back end of this thing. Hang on. There we go. That was our whole problem. We were unbalanced. All right.
And Trevette's response to Dragon was, no, just me.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Test your flight controls, Buff.
I got
what you got. You got? Okay, here we go. You also have... Oh, I totally inverted the wrong one. I'm horrible at this today.
You're creating more enjoyment for yourself. Normally, I'm the one making me laugh.
Oh my god, that was great! Okay, test them now! Okay! Success! Here we go! Ready, ready!
Yeah. Alright.
You trying to invert us?
Yes.
Let's gain some altitude before we invert then.
Oh, okay.
Because we need ground clearance to be able to do that.
Wally, there's too many big things near us.
Just go straight up. Straight up.
Alright.
Ready? We're going straight up. Straight into space. Because I think it's going to be a long, long time till touchdown brings me around again to find. I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. All you did was spin the engine pods.
Yeah, I know.
Game! It seems to be significantly more stable. There you go, there you go. That's close to inverting. Good, 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 good. Oh, Buff, you've done it! Oh boy, we're going down! Oh, that didn't work well. Okay, well, we had stable flight. Now let's actually see if we can fly it around and turn it and things of that nature, okay?
Okay.
You know we're going to go hop back in the Albatross and not be able to fly it, right?
Challenge accepted.
You want to fly the Albatross? All right,
Yeah,
let's fly the Albatross. Let's do it.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. All right, not yet. Ready, ready! My little levers seem to work rather well for balance.
I'm still getting.
All right, steer us. That didn't work. What are you doing? You want to switch seats? Yeah, I get it. You're spider walking the orbs in a slightly horrific appearance of what has become a monstrosity of a machine. You're spider crawling this thing. Yeah, yeah. Trevette's right. This thing has got to be named the Daddy Longlegs. Well, don't worry, Joe. We'll get it down. Half the fun is actually just experimenting with this thing and figuring out what the hell we can do. So, all right, you have thruster control on your forward and back. And you have side-to-side balance with your little guys. Those things really get to rocking, don't they?
Yeah.
I can almost flip them. Look at that. All right, take us up. Take us up, Captain. Give me a little bit more thrust to work with, please. Okay. Because when we start flying forward, we're probably going to angle us, angle us, angle us! Oh, nope, nope, nope. Damn it. We were doing so well. We were doing so well. Uneven terrain takeoff. Let's do it. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm trying to control the wrong things right now. Are we going to recover this? Nope. I started trying to control the wrong things. Okay, we got a guy. We got a guy in Twitch right now asking, why are your builds so complicated?
Okay. Pull out the Albatross.
Okay,
now.
all right, let's see the Albatross.
Because this is a simple build.
You want to take the hot rod back to the base?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
shall we save this?
Delete it.
Yeah, because, all right. I'll leave it to you to save and delete, and I'll get out a hot rod.
Naming it Spidey.
What did we call the hot rod?
I call it Hot Rod. Mine's right there. I got it.
Oh, we called it
ZZ Top
Roadster.
Eliminator.
Roadster.
Well, I got it labeled.
I got the actual Blue Ribbon Roadster version. All right. Well, let's do it. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Buff Wally's Blue Ribbon Roadster.
Yep. Buff Wally's Blue Ribbon Roadster. Hell yeah, baby. Here we go.
I'm an ass. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing doesn't steer very well.
Yeah, it's because it has no pole steering.
Nice one, Red. I like that.
What'd he say?
He says, "Oh my God, did you hear that? I think it's all the fun we're having in the Misadventures Discord." And then the Discord link.
Yeah, I saw that one as well. All right, here we go.
Man, I can't believe, like, this transmission that oh man. Those of you who have never seen this.
I broke the front end!
Yes, you did.
Shouldn't have taken it off that jump. This thing is like the culmination of everything great that we've ever built. I say that, and then it breaks.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
We design things to break, don't you know?
We do.
Well, yes, we design things to break the game. You know
well,
how
it's
many
got no
times
steering because it has no front-wheel drive. That's the problem in this game.
It's not all-wheel drive.
The thing doesn't like to steer if there isn't a front drive system.
But this thing does insane on a super flat world.
On a super flat, it's one of the fastest rigs I think we've ever developed.
Yep. The only thing that still beats it is my super modified Ural.
I mean, as far as suspension goes, this thing's pretty great.
Ejectocito!
Right? The patent pending Ejectocito. I like it. I mean, I've kind of missed staring at this thing.
Yeah, I know. It's a beautiful machine.
Totally is. Now it's getting deleted. Alright. Someone said that, why do we make things so complicated? I have to do it now.
Oh, it's loading.
Is that an up-to-date version of the Albatross?
I hope so.
I hope so too, for our sake.
Let's load yours in. Just in case it's not. All right. What was that? Joe that said that in Twitch?
I don't think I saved it as the Albatross. Oh yeah, I saved it as a dropship.
Wally, who said that in Twitch? Why are our builds so complicated?
Yeah, Joe.
It was Joe. All right, Joe.
And Joe's like, I got a lot of nice things. Well, here we go.
This one isn't pretty yet because we haven't taken the time to skin it. But let Wally show you the wiring.
All right. Whole world is lagging a little bit now.
Yeah, it is.
Here goes. There's the Albatross wiring. In all its grand and glory, there is the Albatross wiring. Made about 4 times more complicated because Wally couldn't just have one ignition switch. Wally had to have 4 ignition switches. Okay, here we go.
Designed to fly in first person.
Designed to fly in first person.
I forgot
all engines stop. Oop, shut those off. Your auxiliary forward thrust. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna back us up. I know I've got the steer controls there.
Get rid of 3.
All right. Here we go. What do I got? 2, 3, 4, and 5 is 5 is primary thrust. Okay. Set those off. What was 6? Oh, 6 is heavy lift thrusters. Just remember that. All right. You want to make sure that you got 6 off. So blue light off. Right. Don't have the blue light on.
Yep.
And then 7. Oh, 7's the landing gear. And then. Oh yeah, 8 was the auxiliary landing gear systems.
What is 7?
Joe goes, not complicated. Normal wiring.
All right. I give you that.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Firing all systems. Engine thrust packs are a go. We have lift. You have controls. What was your auxiliary thrusters? Your auxiliary forwards, I forget.
They're additional boosters.
Flying brick of a potato, known as the albatross. Yeah, I know, but what button are they? I don't think you ever had them on.
3.
Pitch this thing forward. We're losing altitude slowly. You shouldn't have to use those heavy thrust packs to lift it. I don't think. If we do, then something's wrong. All right, Buff. I just got to show it off.
Oh, barrel roll? Yeah. Wally, put the landing gear up.
The landing gear's not up. Hey, Buff. How about you level us out, man? You gotta be kidding us. Did we?
We did.
Joe's like, all my flying things only have 1 switch and 2 buttons. Yeah, well, ours aren't meant for that.
Wally, how many buttons does your seat have? Mine has 7.
I have 2 open slots. 8. I got 8. You know, you can raise the landing gear as well, right?
How?
One of your buttons should have raised that landing gear. The brown light?
No, I don't have one.
You should.
I don't have a landing gear button.
Pretty sure you got a landing gear button.
1.
Yours not hooked up?
2. 3.
Oh, your landing gear button is totally hooked up.
No, well, yeah, it's hooked up, letting me know yours is on.
Fair enough. Fair enough. However, if we hadn't had the landing gear out, that would have been a...
It would have been a hard impact.
It would have been a very hard impact. All right, let's do this. On your command.
Let's go.
All right, landing gear's up. I just had to, sorry. Too much fun to do in this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Joe says, all my flying things only have 1 switch and 2 buttons. The rest is all automatic. See, automatic flight control systems are cool, but we've never invested our time into doing automatic flight control systems. We've always wanted to literally develop 2-man flight control systems, because why not? They're fun. And we get to have a blast doing things that we never should. And things that really shouldn't fly. Such as the albatross. Alright, let's go back to our landing pad. Now I got a question for you, Buff.
Yeah.
Do we want to hook up modified flight control systems to an albatross?
No.
With the new thruster packs.
Yeah, we could.
There's our objective. Let's see if we can bring it in for an easy landing. Not a backflip landing again. Keep us leveled forward. You gotta get out of the tree, dude. Take us forward. Pitch us forward.
The amount of lag I'm dealing with. Like, my guy's everywhere. And the albatross is kind of jumping around a little.
Alright. Yeah, let's just put her down in this field. Come on. Pitch forward. Pitch forward.
I see it now.
You got it. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. We've hit the tree. Gaining altitude. Get us out. Get us out of the...
That damn
Right.
alarm. Oh, that's all you.
That's you. Now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on, baby.
Still in the trees. The amount of lag because of the things we have spawned in.
Now I'll activate the landing gear. It works. I can't believe that it actually landed relatively well. That's what I'm surprised about. Usually the albatross like has all sorts of fits and dies by then. Look at that clearance. That beautiful, beautiful, sweet clearance. Even more clearance. Remember when we did this because we were going to have it literally tow the Ural?
Yep.
Still could. Except I think we got a better flight system for the Ural tower now. Are you broke?
Yep.
Try and go down? No, like, try to eject. Open your seat. This is the first time this has ever happened. Okay.
Just put it on a hoist.
No, I'm determined to break you free. Nope. You ain't breaking free. Sorry, your ejection seat didn't work. You have officially burned up with the albatross. Yeah, the albatross looks like a block. It really does. It's never been skinned. Coming out of there, Buff?
Yep.
Albatross does have an interior. Excuse me. I had to sneeze.
That was a girly sneeze.
I muted the microphone. You couldn't have heard it.
That's why I said it was a girly sneeze.
We've had engine failure, Captain. Actually, I don't know if the engine that we built for this thing actually has enough motors or internal components to run a new flight control system. I don't believe it does. Actually, yeah, no. It only has half the required number of motors to run a button-controlled flight system.
It has, what, 4?
Button control flight system has 8. This thing has 4. I do like the red lighting in here. Do you not have a seat hooked up to...
We do. This back left one. Oh, maybe not.
No, dude. Wasn't hooked up. There we go. Belly of the beast. I always wondered what it would be like to ride back here while this thing flies around. Okay.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Anyways. Let's get rid of the albatross. Who's saying what?
A couple deleted messages here and there. It's a doggy dang. 5-star landing, Jesus. Cody codes.
Dude, our one inverted landing, that was like 5-star. Okay, getting rid of the albatross. Albatross is a big bird that needs to just go away. Okay. Meanwhile, Buff.
Yes.
Still kind of want to make this thing work. This little guy. It's remarkably simple to fly and fun to do so with, but it's
we need to get rid of some of this other
whole
stuff.
schemes just aren't working. What do we not need anymore? Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Yeah, that's not needed anymore. And what was this? Oh, this was my proto flyer, the first one. It has 0 steering capabilities. I'm pretty sure this one can go the wayside as well. Yeah, I'm okay with that. This one can go the wayside. No. No. Okay, it's
Grab it, Wally. You got it?
Yep. Fill the block. So, due to the fact that you left the block in there, it will never power down. Alright, remove the block. Ready?
Yep.
Now, add and remove your block. Oh, we so totally got to make a flight launch system for this out of the new flyer.
Got it?
We were launching these off the mountain before.
Yeah, we were. Did you grab it?
Yeah. I think yours was a successfully much better missile than mine.
You got it?
I hope I do.
I got it.
You know what would be oddly satisfyingly fun?
Hmm.
Just to design one of these that would gyro fly.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That one took off!
That one was good.
That was. Okay, we gotta stop goofing off here. We're just burning our time now.
I know.
Why are we launching cone missiles? This is just so much fun.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! Okay. It wigged out.
And it's off. Oh my god, Wally.
I just thought of something great. Hold on.
Put a seat.
I just totally thought of that as well. Totally thought of that as well. Hold up. We're going for a trip.
We're going on a trip on Wally's favorite rocket ship.
You gotta grab me.
I know.
Oh man, and it's got.
Oh, stop.
Oh, damn it. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think this thing's gonna fly very well.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh no! You fool! You've doomed us all!
Okay, Wally, I've got an idea. I've got an idea.
You freaking left the block in.
No, I placed another one accidentally. Okay. Hold on, stay there. I got an idea. Where do I want to attach this?
Doing here?
Hold on.
You making this thing button controlled for launch?
No.
Are you making sleds?
Yes.
You're making a rocket sled.
Yes.
Oh, this is not going to end well. Oh, this is not going to end well at all. Okay.
Is that maximum thrust? It is maximum thrust. Okay.
All right. Let's do this. Thumbs up, let's do this. You left the block in. Just doesn't have the oomph. Doesn't have the oomph anymore.
No. We could remedy this.
We can easily remedy it. Considering we just did the same thing, we can easily remedy this. Cones of thrust are at max. I'm strapped in. My body is ready. My spirit is willing.
Wally?
Huh?
We have no go on the timer.
Realigning the missile.
Okay.
Try it again. Dude, just straight nosed it. It flew great for all of about 1 second. Might as well make a pod racer. You know, one of my earliest builds, in its great early conceptual phases, decided to do something very similar to that. And bear in mind, this was like before I knew how to do anything. This was like just stupid fun. You have the... What is that?
You don't remember this?
Is this... No, I don't remember this monstrosity of unbalanced proportions.
I know. It's horrible.
So, yeah, Buff, look at this thing, though. I think at one point in time, I actually, I think I balanced this and gave it some suspension steering at one point in time.
I challenged you to make the one Sebulba drove, didn't I?
Maybe.
How Christmassy? Ferocious Mouse says, how Christmassy.
I shut you off, Pod. Okay. The pods were cool. I mean, it was fun, but it doesn't work.
Come grab me.
We totally could, you fool.
Grab me. Yes!
All I pictured while you were just spinning sideways on the ground was whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, God. Did you grab that?
Whoa, it came back!
Did you grab that?
Boomerang came back! I got it.
Okay, put...
Grabbing it was totally unnecessary, though, because it parked itself. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the pod, because the pod's a piece of crap. Alright, let's delete this. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So...
Oh, crap. I activated the sensor.
I got it. How'd you pull that one off?
I stood on top of it.
It's not supposed to have a 2 clearance. It's only got a 1 clearance.
But why?
You must have just perfectly nicked inside of that.
I don't know how either. A foot, maybe? Oh.
Your hammer? A device you had in your hand?
Nope. All I had was a
just
block.
a glitch. Can't believe that, though. Like,
place a block.
Oh my god. Fly free, young sir. You went so far. You tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Wow. Alright, we're gonna do this with it. It's so imbalanced right now. What are you? Oh, you're extending the sleds. Body is ready. Just make sure you grab me. Kind of sputtered out there for a moment. Alright. So are we making rockets or are we making flyers?
Flyers.
Alright, let's do this. Let's make this flyer. We've had our fun. So, button control. Definitely the way to go.
Wally. My game crashed.
Your game crashed?
Yep. We broke the game.
Dude, this thing stopped propelling forward right as you crashed out, and when you crashed out, it dropped the existence of your lift. And I'm really glad you made mention of something, because I ran over here and deleted the block, because as it dropped your lift, it scooted about 2 feet forward.
Good lord, that would have been fun.
That would have been horrible. We'd have never gotten it. It would have lagged out and crashed the entire world. Horrible. Horrible. Would have been a good story. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna tear back into the bowels of this thing.
Dragon says we should make an R2-D2 flyer.
R2-D2 flyer?
Mm-hmm.
Not entirely certain by what he means by an R2-D2 flyer.
Neither am I. Oops, that's Discord. I need to quit out of Steam.
That much of a crash? Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Like your Steam crashed?
No, it was the game, but it was in a continual motion of sync. I don't know what happened, but my game broke
if you let
hard.
it sync for a minute, it generally
I'd rather just exit syncing and then jump back in because there was nothing that needed to sync.
Okay, so with that changed, our forward-backward hit point now different. Let's give this a whirl. A bit too much of a control. So we got to get rid of the metal block because it's pushing metal right now, which is probably part of the reason why it's so unstable. So we're going to chop that out and we're going to add a wood block. Wood blocks are light material. Otherwise, though, I mean, that wasn't bad. I've flown worse. I mean, good sign, right? Okay, here goes. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we gotta back those open. Correct them. And let's fly. You know what? I need to add more lift. These things just aren't, these aren't cutting it. Nah, don't worry about it, Trevette. He'll be back in momentarily. We're gonna up these all by one thrust unit. You know, when they introduced it, the tool in my hands right now, the welder, most useful thing in the game. Let you build the most goofed up and bizarre things you have ever seen in your life. Totally bad. All right, here we go. Bad. See if we can make it out of the tree. That'll be the ultimate test. That ain't bad. Not bad at all. After a little while, once you get used to flying it, and the handle's okay. Oh, it's got too much reaction front and back, though. That's a problem. Need to come up with a better... Need a better flight control system for forward-backward control. That's really what's holding this thing back.
Connor Park says it kind of reminds me of an osprey.
Yeah, kind of, doesn't it?
Wherever Wally went.
I kind of flew off.
I noticed, I heard it.
Like I said, oddly enough, I mean, once you get used to it, it kind of flies okay. I think I've done really stuck it now. There we go. There we go. Hey, we brought her down. We got one engine pod that's badly damaged, though. That's okay. It's a perfect time to test our auto leveling, auto repair for our flight pods. By God, would you look at that, it worked out swell. Not through lack of trying, let me tell you what, Buff, I've managed to fly it back to the pad. The real test will be whether I can land it on the pad, which I don't think I'm going to be able to.
You know, I watched you fly that thing around, and I might say it looks...
It's cool!
It is.
Like, I'm not promising that it works well, but I think if it was heavier, like if it was a fully skinned, metal-built machine, I think it would work well. Watch this. So, look, you see how I've got some pods that are horribly out of alignment now? Like, I had one that was at like a 90 degree. It was bad. But check this out. Like, the auto-level system actually works rather well. It beats them all perfectly into place.
Nice.
Yeah. Here, hop in one of the jump seats. Like, it's cool. If I can get the front back pitch control down a little bit better, I think it'll be a lot better. I think it'll be a lot better. Guys are getting close to that 400 subs. Are we?
Yes. We're at 360.
We are?
Well,
oh, that's so cool. So cool.
We have 9 watching here in YouTube.
Yeah, we got 4 over in Twitch. Say hi, everybody over here. You guys are kind of our new audience, the Twitch guys. One of them might be Ground Medic, though. I think he's cheating on us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Watch this.
Double dip. All right, I'm watching.
All right, so let me rebalance the pods. Activate those down. Got the side. Just need to get the front to back. The front to back is really the only thing that's kind of a pain. If we tip it forward, when you tip it forward, you got to turn it more with. There we go. Come on. See, when it tips, it inverts the side to side and the side to side and the right and left invert when it tips, which is bad, really bad. So I'm kind of torn. I wonder if we. Dude, I'm torn. I don't know. Like, it's a fun little device. It's tricky to fly though. Doesn't like to fly too well. Super Soldier says I was on YouTube but decided to come over here. Better quality on Twitch. That's
nice.
Not the first time we've heard that, actually. Which I suppose it would make sense that Twitch would have the better streaming quality because that's kind of what Twitch is made for. You know what I mean? Twitch originally was a streaming service. YouTube was videos. And when it gets level, it handles really nice. Like, it flew pretty good for a brick. And we're gonna just spider walk this thing. We're gonna spider walk that thing. Let me check here.
Connor Parks, you know what they say. A good landing is any landing where you walk away from. A great landing is one where they can reuse the plane. Dang, it's almost a 1.5 minute delay, Cody says.
Well, you did roll an ad earlier, so I don't know if everyone is technically live. So, all right. You know what? We're going to try and fly this thing back to the pad. And we might call it a night. Here goes. Let's re-level the pods. That re-leveling system is nice.
That was impressive.
That was smooth. Like, remarkably smooth. Huh. Okay, then. I kind of want to make something that actually has 2 positions, Buff.
Okay, let's hear it.
I want to make something that has a flight, so a VTOL flight position, right? Dragon, I see you in here, man. Not cool.
Yay!
I want to make something that has a VTOL flight position, right? But, when we press one of the buttons, it enters sort of a flight mode. So maybe the pod sort of pivot and it enters a forward sort of flight path trajectory. And that'll actually make it so that the control matrix that we use acts differently. So basically VTOL controls, and then hit a button and have flight controls. Because you know what the big difference with this thing is right now compared to, who the hell is that? Oh, it's Trevette. Trevette bought his damn tractor in here. No wonder we better wrap this up. The stream's about to be destroyed. The only real difference between that thing and this is that the biplane doesn't hover. The biplane's always going forward, right? So its flight controls
Super Saiyan red and blue.
Or a single-seater. Uh-oh. Buff, I'm jammed.
Yes, you are.
Save me. Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, see what I mean, though? Like, I think that's about the only difference. Because if we make it so that the aircraft always goes forward, we just have to worry about leveling and pitch, right? We don't have to worry about that forward control. All right, Buff, we're going to try and take off. And then we'll call it.
Friend. Yeah, that's nice. And now I'm off on the stream.
Thing's a little loud.
Well, I was wondering what that firefly was. That's correct.
Coming in for a landing, Buff.
Yeah, you are.
How about that? Right on the pad.
That is nice. A little rough, but...
It was a little rough, but you know what? We've had smooth flight landings and we've had bad flight landings, so we got to finish the biplane someday too. But
yeah.
Anyways, guys,
a lot of projects we need to finish.
We do have a lot of projects, so anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching this evening. It's been our pleasure to entertain you. For those of us joining on Twitch, be sure to check out our YouTube page if you want to see more. Also, be sure to follow to keep up with all the new streams that are going to be coming out. For those of you on YouTube who are brand new, make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned in to see more from Buff and Wally. And Trevette, I see you back there. Say hi, Trevette. I don't think he can hear me, but anyways. I don't know. I don't think I got anything else. We'll be back next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and 2 a.m. UTC. And until then, guys, have a good weekend. Thanks for watching.